Maths part 2, that is your geometry subject, English school. Now let's start for today's topic with your second lesson, that is parallel lines. Here you can see your textbook. Let me manage. Okay, the second lesson, parallel lines. Today we will start for this. Now we will do a small revision regarding this lesson, as it is a okay parallel lines. Here in this lesson we will learn the points given here. The first one is properties of angles formed by parallel lines and its transversal. Next is test of parallelness of two lines, and the last one is use of properties of parallel lines. Now, as you all know, the basic of parallel lines, here a diagram of parallel line and a definition is given. Okay, now the parallel line, the lines which are coplanar and do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Coplanar means the lines lying in one plane. Now here in the diagram, you can see these two lines are in this plane. Okay, plane means any flat surface, and on that flat surface, there are two lines drawn, the line L and line M. Now, here also a peak of window you can see, and if we will place a vertical, just little bit slanting vertical bar, okay, then these two bars of a window, this one also, these are parallel to each other, and one crossing vertical bar is kept here. So this is called as transversal. These parallel lines along with a transversal. Now, because of this transversal, I will show you another page here now. Now here you can see I drawn two parallel lines, the line L and line M. And this line N is a transversal. Okay, now because of this transversal, 8 angles are formed. Here you can see these are the 4 angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. And here angle E, angle F, angle G, and angle H. These are the 8 angles formed due to two parallel lines and their transversal. Okay, here those are not parallel lines, those are two lines. Okay, now we will see in detail the different type of angles. Okay, which are those? Now, first pair, that is pair of corresponding angles. Now, what are the corresponding angles? The angles which are made on same side and above or below the line. Okay, on same side of a transversal. This one is a transversal and this is the right side, this one is the left. Then the angles form on same side, means on any one side, left either right. Okay, so on same side, the angles, the pair of angles, we will take the pair of angles above the line, above first line and this angle above second line. Okay, this is pair of corresponding angles. Now, if we will take the angle, this angle below the line, and this one will be another angle. Okay, so those two will be another pair of corresponding angles. Likewise, you can also take the angles on left side. Okay, so here is the another pair of corresponding angle, this one, and the second pair is this. Okay, so those are the four pair of corresponding angles you can see here. Now, you can also easily mention that the symbol like this. See here. This is the pair of corresponding angle. From this side, the pair of corresponding angle formed. Okay, like that. Now, next pair of corresponding angle is alternate angles. Pair of alternate angles. Now, two type of alternate angles are here. That is alternate interior angle and alternate exterior angle. Okay. Now, what are the alternate interior angles? Pair of angles which lie on the outside of two lines, but on opposite side of the transversal. Okay. Now, if I will take this diagram, the alternate angle means pair of angles lie on outside of two lines. Okay, but on opposite side of the transversal. So if I will take this angle, this is outside angle, and this is on right of the transversal. So outside angle, those are okay. I am explaining about the exterior. Okay, alternate exterior angle. So those are outside. So on right of the transversal and outside to the parallel line, and next opposite angle that is also outside but to the opposite of the transversal, that is on the left of the transversal, and both are outside angles. So those are called as pair of alternate angles. Okay, second one you can also take. If that will be one angle, the second pair of this angle will be this one. These two are the pair of alternate exterior angles. Now next is pair of alternate interior angles. Okay, as the alternate, we have to take it on either side of transversal. So interior means within the two lines. So if be this angle. Okay, these are interior angles, alternate interior angles. And the next pair, the pair of first angle is this one. Those are the pair of interior angles. Now here we can simply say that for alternate interior angles, you can symbolize like that. The angle, those are the pair. Okay, this one is first pair, and in opposite direction, This one is the another pair of alternate angle. This is the transversal. This is the transversal, and these are two lines. These two are, okay, those are the lines with transversal. So here you can mention the alternate angles. Now the next pair is pair of interior angles. Okay. Now interior angles means here in the diagram, interior means inside the two lines, angles that are in the area between two lines. Now these are two lines and the area between lines matlab this area and this area. So this is the pair of interior angles. Now from this side, this is the pair of interior angles. Simply you can mention here like that. That is the pair of interior angle. Here. Yeah. From other side, this one is also pair of interior angle. Okay. Now, these are the 8 different type of angles. Now, another pair of angle, that is vertically opposite angle. If I will take two crossing lines, now this pair is called as vertically opposite angles. Yes, simply vertical angle, or you can also say it opposite angles. Means each of the pair of opposite angles made by two intersecting lines. These are two intersecting lines, and this is the pair of vertical angles. Okay, this will be useful in the solution of practice set 2.1. So just I told it to you. Okay, now one more property we have to use in the solution, that a line and a vertical line intersect it. Okay, then this pair is a pair of linear angles. Okay, a pair of adjacent angles formed when two lines intersect. Two lines intersect here, and these are the pair of adjacent angles. So it is called as linear pair of angles. Okay, and this type of angle, that is vertical angle. Yeah, opposite angle. Yeah, vertically opposite angle. Okay. Now, next point we will see here. Okay, here in your textbook, the diagram given, and for this diagram, you have to mention the pair of corresponding angles, pair of alternate interior angles, pair of alternate exterior angles, and pair of interior angles. Okay, so here the first pair of corresponding angle is given, angle D and angle H. Now you can see here angle D and angle H. This one is the first pair. Now second angle is given, angle A. If this will be the one angle, its corresponding angle will be angle E. So here that is angle E. Now angle C. Angle C, and for this angle C, the corresponding angle will be angle G. Okay, that is angle G. And angle B, and for this the pair will be of angle F here. Those are the four pair of corresponding angles. Now, second we have to see that pair of alternate interior angles. Those are already given here. We don't need to fill up the boxes like that. The first pair is angle C and angle E. This angle C and angle E. I already told that alternate angles, here the Z symbol. Here you can see, here Z. Okay. And next pair is angle B and angle H. Here, angle B and angle H on either side of transversal and in the interior part of two lines. Now, alternate exterior angles. The first pair is angle D and angle F. Here is exterior as it is exterior. So, outside the two lines. So, angle D and angle F. This is one pair, and angle A and angle G. This is another pair of alternate exterior angles. Now the last pair is pair of interior angles. So the first pair is given angle C and angle H. Okay, this C angle and H angle. These two are pair of interior angles, and another pair is B and E. Okay, these two are. This is the pair of another interior angle. Okay, now the next point is we have to see the properties of these corresponding alternate angles and interior angles. The properties regarding these three type of angles which will use in the solution of your practice set. So the first property is I will write here that when two lines okay, the lines like those, when two lines intersect, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. Now, two lines intersect. Here, I already explained when two lines intersect to each other, the pair of opposite angles, vertical angles also called as opposite angles. So the pair of opposite angles, this one is the pair, and these two angles are always congruent. So vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. This is the property. Then second property, that the angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Now, angles in linear pair. This one also I explained before Those are the linear pair of angles. The angles adjacent to each other. Those are the linear pair of angles. And the properties, the linear pair of angles are supplementary. That means their measure it together, that is 180 degree. Supplementary angles measure together 180 degree. Okay, so the second property is linear pairs are angles in linear pair are supplementary. Now the next property is that is regarding corresponding angle. When one pair of corresponding angle, when one pair of corresponding angle is congruent, corresponding angles as two are the angles is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. Okay. If one pair of corresponding angle will be congruent, the remaining all pairs will be also congruent. Similarly, the property is for alternate angles. That means when one pair of alternate angle, okay, here is the replacement. Okay, when one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then all the remaining pair of alternate angles are also congruent. Okay, this is the fourth property. When one pair of alternate angles is congruent, then all remaining pairs of alternate angles are congruent. This is the fourth property. And the last property is regarding interior angles. Those interior angles. Okay. When one pair of interior angles on one side of the transversal, is supplementary. Okay, then the other pair of interior angle is also supplementary. Then other pair of interior angles is also supplementary. That means likewise linear pair of angles, interior pair of angle is also supplementary. Okay. Corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, linear pair of angles are supplementary, interior angles, so pair of interior angle, that one is also supplementary, and vertically opposite angles are also congruent to each other. Those 5 properties you have to memorize, and based on it, there is your practice set. Okay. Now we will see one activity is given in your textbook. Here you can see the activity. What you have to do here, that to verify the properties of angles formed by a transversal, means those 5 properties what we learned just now. To verify those properties, that congruent angles, one pair of congruent angle will be the, one pair of corresponding angle. If that is congruent, the rest of the pair of corresponding angle will be also congruent. Similarly for alternate pair of angles. Okay. So to verify those properties, we have to do a small and simple activity. Take a piece of thick colored paper. Draw a pair of parallel lines and a transversal on it. Paste straight streaks on the lines. Okay. So likewise, here we will draw the figure like that on a paper, and we will paste a stick. Suppose this one is the stick, and I will paste it. Then second will be like that. These are the 2 lines. These are the 2 lines F. Okay. And another one will be the transversal. Like that, if you will do, and you have to cut this portion, this part of cardboard, you have to cut. ये यहाँ पे जो ऐसे एंगुलर शेप है, ये पीस आपको कट करना है, और ये साइड से भी अनदर पीस कट करना है. ओके. सो हियर they mention in the textbook the angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, you have to cut here. Then what next? 8 angles will be formed. Yes, we know it. The 8 angles will be formed. Cut pieces of colored paper as shown in the figure, which will just fit at the corner of angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, here you will cut this and pair of interior angles and verify their properties. Means these cut pieces we have to keep here. Okay, that will definitely fix at position 1 because the cut part of the 1. Okay, now ये same piece और कहाँ पे जाके fit होता है, ये हमें identify करना है. ये 2 पे fit होगा, position पे fit होगा. Okay, here I label the position. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what happened here? You can do this experiment at your home. What happened? This odd number 1 is odd. So, here this cut piece will fix at another odd number, that is 3. Then it will fix at another odd number, that is 5. And it will fix at the last number, that is 7. So, this cut piece will fix here only. 1, 3, 5 and 7 on this 4 position. And this cut piece from the number 2, it will fix at 2, 4, 6, 8. Now simply, I told one property that vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. Here, vertical. See here, for this one, this 3 is the vertically opposite angle. Okay, and alternate pair of angles, those are also congruent to each other. So if that will fix here, at position 3, the angle phi is its another pair. Okay, so it will fix here, and as it is a opposite angle, that will also fix at position 7. Likewise for 2, 4 is the vertically opposite, and for 6, 8 is the vertically opposite. Okay, so likewise here the properties can be verified with this simple experiment. Okay, now sorry. Now based on all those properties, you have to solve this practice set 2.1. Now we will see the examples. Here are the 5 examples given. Here is the 5th one. Okay, one by one we will solve it. Here is the first example of practice set. Okay, now you can see the diagram, and in this diagram one of the angle is given. Okay, and its measurement is 85 degree. Okay, now what is given here? Line RP parallel line MS. This RP line is parallel to line MS. Line DK is transversal. This line DK is transversal. Now, find the measure of following angles. Angle RHD. Second, we have to find angle HGS and angle MGK. Now, we will take first angle, that is angle RHD. Now, see angle RHD. This one we have to find. Now here simply we can say that this is the linear pair of angles or angles in linear pair, and the property is that angles in linear pair are supplementary. That means they are measured together 180 degree. So we will write here that angle RHD, this angle RHD plus another pair, that is angle DHP, angle DHP, and as those are supplementary, it measures 180 degree. Here we will write reason. Oh, sorry. Angles in linear pair. Okay, now put the value. The value of HP is given 85. So here angle DHP, that is given 85 degree. Okay, and as it is, we will write here angle RHD plus 85 degree equal to 180 degree. Now by calculation, angle RHD, this equal to this 185 will be subtracted from 5 degree will be subtracted from 180 degree. So 180 degree minus 85 degree. So the what will be the final answer? That is RHD will be equal to 95 degree. So angle RHD, we find its measurement, that is 95 degree. So this one. Now second we will find here angle PHG. PHG. Now see here, where is the PHG? The PHG, this angle, that means this one. Now here you can also use two properties. That means this pair is pair of vertical angles. Yeah, vertically opposite angles. So as vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other, so that will be also 95 degree. Yeah, you can also use the property of this angles in linear pair, because these two angles are pair of linear angle. So again, this 85 will be subtracted from 180 degree likewise here. Okay. So if I will use here another property, that angle PHG, this PHG is in vertical pair with angle. This is the vertical pair of angle, that angle DHR, and vertically opposite angles are congruent to each other. So both the measurement of both the angles will be equal to each other. So I will write here that measurement of angle PHG will be equal with measurement of angle DHR. Okay, so if PHG, if R DHR HR is 95 degree, we found it also, DHR, that is 95 degree. So therefore measurement of angle PHG will be also 95 degree. And for this step we will write reason: vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now third angle we have to find here. Angle HGS. Now where is HGS? That is HGS. This angle we have to find. Okay. Now as we learn the property, here in the diagram, these two are parallel lines that is given. Okay. And this DK is a transversal. Okay. Then these two are, those are pair of corresponding angles. Angle DHP and angle HGS. Those are pair of corresponding angles. And pair of corresponding angles, those are congruent to each other. We already learned. So by that property, we will write here solution, that we will mention here before line RP, it is already given in your example, is parallel with line MS, and line DK is transversal. Okay, so and that is given. Therefore, angle DHP, okay, is congruent with angle HGS, and it is a pair of corresponding angles, right? Therefore, their measurement will be also equal. So angle DHP equal with the measurement of angle HGS. So as DHP is given 85 degree, then angle HGS will be also 85 because that one is the pair of corresponding angle. So therefore, angle HGS will be also equal to 85 degree. Okay, because that angle DHP is equal to 85 degree and it is given. Okay, now fourth angle here we have to find, that is angle MGK. In the diagram, let's see MGK. MGK. Now here, easily that this is the pair of vertically opposite angle. So as it is 85, then that MGK angle will be also 85 degree. So here I will write that angle DHP, okay, that is congruent with angle MGK because vertically opposite angles. Therefore, measurement of angle DHP is equal to measurement of angle MGK. Therefore, measurement of angle MGK is also 85 degree because that angle DHP is given 80. Here you can also use another property. This is alternate exterior angle. Okay. And this is another angle in its pair. So if that is 85 degree, as it is also alternate exterior angle, that will be also 85 degree. Because we learned the property that when one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then okay, another pair of alternate angle will be also congruent. So here is the solution of first example. Now we will see another example. Here is the second example. You can see the diagram. Line P parallel line Q. Here line P is parallel to line Q. And line L and line M are transversal. And this line L and line M, these are the two transversal given. We have to find the measurement of angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle C, and angle D. And two measurement, okay, are given here. Now, here also we can simply say angle A is in pair of linear angle. So by that property you can find this is again one of the pair of linear angle. you can find angle D. Okay, then first we will write for these two angles. For this angle A. Angle A plus this measurement is given, label is not given. So we will directly write the measurement that 110 degree. Angle A plus this measurement 110 degree. It together, that is supplementary, means 180 degree. And those are the angles in linear pair. Okay, so to find the measurement of angle A, we will subtract this 110 from 180 degree. And what will be the subtraction? That will be 70 degree. So this is the first solution. Okay, now for second one, we will find for D. Okay, that is easy. So we will find it before. Angle D plus, by same method we will use here, plus 115 degree is equal to 180 degree. The reason will be again same, angles in linear pair. Okay, so angle D will be here 180 degree minus 115. Then angle D equal to 65 degree. The subtraction will be 65 degree. Okay, this is the second solution. Now C for angle. Here angle C. Okay. Now see in the diagram, they already given that line P is parallel to line Q. So P is parallel to Q. So angle C is of corresponding angle. The angle above the line, this is angle above the line. This is line Q above angle, and for this line, angle C is the angle above the line. These are two parallel lines given. So those angles will be also congruent to each other because that is a pair of corresponding angles. So here for angle C we will write line P is parallel to line Q. Okay. And line L and M are the transversal. Transversals. C equal to also 115 degree because corresponding angle. Okay, the label of this angle is not given, so directly we have to take the value by corresponding angle property. Okay, and now regarding angle B. Now for angle B, see here, if I will mention here angle Z. For our convenience, we will mention here angle Z. Now, if line P and line Q, both these are parallel to each other, center. This is the pair of, okay. So as interior angles are supplementary, that means their measurement is 180 degree. So if one of the angle will be 110, the rest of the angle will be 70 degree. Interior pair of angles है. Here I label as Z. So as that one is the interior pair of angles, interior pair of angles is supplementary. So if one will be 110, the next will be subtracted from 180, that will be 70. And if that will be 70, this B is vertically opposite angle. So that will be also 70. Okay. You can use this property, or you can also use angle A and angle Z. These are corresponding pair of angles. Okay, so angle A, the measurement of angle A is 70. So the measurement of angle Z will be also 70. Okay, here we will use that corresponding pair of angle property. For angle B, I will write the solution that line P parallel line Q and line L, line M are transversals. Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle Z because corresponding angles. Okay, and as angle A equal to, okay, what is it? Angle A is 70 degree. Therefore, angle Z will be also 70 degree. Okay. Here I will write, suppose, okay, Z equal to 70 degree. Now, angle B is congruent with angle Z because that is vertically opposite angles. So, angle B is also 70 degree. This is the final answer. For C, we found it, that is 115 degree. Okay. All you understood the solution for example 1 and example 2. Yes. So now you can ask your doubts regarding the content, whatever I taught today. Yes. Students, have you any doubt for today's topic? Hello, madam.